Wrestling has more than one.
What is going on?
Wrestling has more than one.
Oh,
Wrestling has more than one. Royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Prediction Sports. Let show recaps prediction sports
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Prediction Sports. Let go.
what's going on, everybody? It's the EVP from the EVP show, and I can already tell what kind of day it's going to be. StreamYard's on their fucking bullshit Miami with me having to play the fucking intro video 4 times. It seems to always happen when we're fucking doing an NFL show, but we are live regardless of how many times I have to play the intro video. Obviously the new overlay, well, it's not brand new, but there's a lot of changes to it. With the Golden Boy EVP CJP up there, the EVP show, and definitely the DWE logo. We are live today, and we're not live to recap the Super Bowl because that's next Tuesday. That's going to be our final NFL show for this season of the NFL. But we're actually live to preview the NFL Super Bowl that's coming up this Sunday in San Francisco, Super Bowl 60 with the Seahawks and the Patriots. And I am joined by my co-host tonight, and we are the fucking best sports podcast on YouTube and X today. It's the CEO and the head of the table of DWE, Miami the Great. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, boss man? Yeah, it's a lot to talk about. I mean, we got I think the Pro Bowl's today. I didn't I forgot about that. I don't think a lot of people are talking about that. We got the Pro Bowl. Everybody knows that they'll be joining me on Twitch for the off season, getting us set up for the season of this year for 27 once we come back. Yeah, it looks really interesting. Can't wait to see how next year's going to be. A lot of shape ups. I see what the Browns did. Interesting. I want to see who they're going to be their quarterback. I think that's something I'm going to probably deep dive into as I bring back Insight of Mine on Twitch. Like I say, to get us set up for next year season to see how everybody feel. I can't wait till I do the draft with everyone.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really fun for us. 3 days. I'm going to do 3 days back to back. So me and you I'm gonna be probably like you that way where you was going back to back. So but I think I'm gonna enjoy it because I love talking about football, man. I always say I appreciate you having me on here with you for this NFL thing, man. But other than that, man, you got any thoughts about Pro Bowl and what we got going on for Super Bowl, man? I ain't been hearing no rumblings, man. They kind of got me over there, so now I'm kind of on the fence of like what they gonna do, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's been first off, I want to tell you thank you. Like obviously we started the NFL show at the beginning, and you kind of took over everything for me for the 8 weeks that I was off of YouTube and X, not streaming, not doing really anything. And you picked it up and ran with it. And then I came back and we finished strong. And I definitely look forward to, listening to everything that you have going on with the NFL in the off season this year with the draft. And the inside of the mind, you breaking it down leading up to well, we'll have a full season together next season where it won't be no interlaps or me being off 8 weeks or we'll actually get a full season. Our second season will be a full season together next season, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I also have a fantasy football draft that me and you are also gonna do probably a week or two before, or maybe sometime during the preseason next year. We'll come on live one week and we'll just kind of do our own fantasy draft of who we would pick at each position and stuff like that, and maybe keep up with it and maybe bring some of DWE and can get involved with it as well. And maybe have like a DWE fantasy draft or something like that for fun. Obviously, it doesn't have to be any money involved or anything like that, but we could all I could set up a league on ESPN for DWE. And also Gimmick Table Media. That was something I was gonna pitch to you next week actually, but while we're here, we're gonna be doing a stream about it, but why not bring DWE and Gimmick Table together and do it like an ESPN real fantasy league? Obviously, like I said, doesn't have to be any money involved. But we can all have I can set the league up. I've been doing them for 10 years. And we can get people that's interested from DWE along with Gimmick Table Media and a fantasy league. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's a great way for us and for Gimmick Table Media to coincide and have fun during football season. But next year is going to be great. As far as the Super Bowl, brother, before I get into that, shout out to DW host, DW Replays, Talking Up Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you follow them on X and give them a subscription as well on YouTube. That is the CEO right here, the head of the table, Miami the Great, and the Unseen Bling Queen, the shopping queen is what I call her. Final Boss Baby, she's always got some new merchandise on her.
I think everybody call her that.
Yeah, she loves to shop, but I mean, hey,
everybody call her that.
Hey, to each his own. If you can do it, do it.
All I'm gonna say, I should know. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave that.
Oh yeah,
I should know. Yes, she do.
Yeah, I believe
yesterday was a birthday, so and then Valentine's coming up, so man, both that back to back.
Yeah, I bet.
I'd be like, man, how they say, man.
Man, Valentine's gonna be ripping them up, bro. Them girls are gonna be, man, they're gonna be posting shit all over social media. I do want to give Miami a quick his flowers yesterday. When the Roman Reigns, we're back on wrestling for a second. When the Roman Reigns CM Punk match was announced, he literally texted me first and said, "Hey man, congratulations. You got it right." He said 3 months ago. Obviously, there was a shit ton of people that came on the Raw recap. We had over 400 views on the Raw review. Wrestling RUS was also on there, and a few other ones. But I definitely appreciate that, Miami. Like I said, that's what Sunday Scoop. That's what Sunday Scoops was made for. It's made for me to to be able to put out information. This Sunday I got a lot of big WrestleMania news, with matches that as of now are confirmed. But I definitely appreciate the flowers and the shout out. And it's funny to watch all the people squirm about the Roman Drew thing when we know that shit was planned for months. But so as far as the Super Bowl this weekend, man, FanDuel's been promoting a lot of bullshit. They're trying to get you to get these promos, and they're only giving you a fucking day to use it, which they never did that before. They did bring back the $6 million jackpot that me and Miami talked about every week on the NFL show for the first and last TD of the Super Bowl. Obviously, you have all week to claim that. But if you're wanting to bet on like most receiving yards or most rushing yards or most quarterback yards, they're sending those promos daily. And if you don't bet it that day, then you're just fucked. Because they're not gonna allow you to like gang pile on Super Bowl Sunday. But one thing that's got me very interested in Miami going into this weekend is 92% of the money is being heavily bet on the Seahawks. And Seattle is going into this game as a 4.5 point favorite. In San Francisco, the weather's supposed to be nice against the Patriots. And I'm gonna tell you, Miami, like I told you last week on our conference championship recap show, like, you know, I'm not afraid to take the Patriots in the money line because I know how Vegas is, and FanDuel starts making all these posts about all the money's on Seattle.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know,
that's when
man.
you know you got to go the opposite way because every time they do that, it seems like that team lose. Even with DraftKings, I be like, "Yep, what?" And one time because it was the Miami Hurricanes national championship game, I already had put money on that, and I was like, "Dang," because I was like, maybe Miami will go in and be the underdogs because they odds was real high, and I was like, man, I'll take it. And as soon as I did it, the game come on, here come DraftKings posted, you got betters. I was like, oh shit, this shit finna goddamn, it's finna lose, and damn well they did. Indiana won, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be really interesting because you see more now. It don't kind of quiet down because at first before the games, me and you CJ was going. We would text each other back and forth like, man, you see these odds on Bobo, the odds on any two TDs on this person and that person. It was like it was crazy. And me, you was like, man, do you think it's gonna hit? And I was like, man, we might want to take it now because now I bet now if we look back at it, I bet them odds ain't high no more. I bet a lot of them are low.
So after our show last week, which we talked about Cardi B, we talked about the color of Gatorade, we talked about the coin toss, we talked about Diggs for 2 TDs, we talked about Bobo, we talked about Cup. Today, I went into FanDuel just to look and see if they're paying attention. If they're paying attention, because they could be watching our show. We don't never know. This is the best sports podcast out there. So, Jake Bobo went from plus 8,000 to plus 3,500 for the first TD. So the line fucking completely moved, like by 4,000. That's a lot. That means a lot of people are on Bobo, or a lot of people are listening to us and putting that bet in. Yeah, FanDuel is going to get cranked Sunday, I believe. But I think where they're going to make their money is I think a lot of people are going to take the Seahawks and take the Seahawks to beat the Patriots by more than 4.5. Yeah. And I don't think that's happening.
I think a lot of reasons why is I think a lot of people thinking the script. We looking at it as this is the revenge game. It's sort of like me and you, I always said we through the whole season of how scripted it is, and they love telling stories. And I ain't gonna lie, going in, I said the same thing too. I was like, man, maybe Seattle gonna, finally get, the win that they didn't get. But like you said, once I start seeing the odds, they keep saying it. They're saying it over and over again. I'm like, nah, I think this is a trap. It's sort of like how we used to say in the season, this is a trap game for the bettors. It's a trap game for us. I don't want to take it because I'm like, no, I don't want to do this because I think it's gonna be it's full of what. But It's gonna be really interesting. I think it's gonna with both defense, it'll be a pretty good scoring game. I don't think it's gonna be too wild, but I think we're gonna get some good scoring. I don't think it's gonna be like all the other games we begin. You gotta think about it. They're gonna probably want a lot of scoring because we ain't got a football first half on CJ. The first quarter and first half. I think we're gonna get some decent scoring. So it's gonna be really interesting. I just don't know who's gonna get this CD.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The odds are definitely changed. Cardi B with the Diggs 2 tutties. Obviously that's moved his odds. But I will say this: the Seahawks could still win, but do I think they're going to cover that spread that fucking Vegas has got over $2 million on? Everybody's betting Seattle to cover 4.5 points. I don't think so. I think if Seattle does win, it's going to be by a field goal, because this is why. And this is why we're doing a preview show. Obviously, we'll be back next week for the recap after the Super Bowl, and that's going to be the final show of the season, and it's going to be huge. And we'll be talking about the game and, probably how FanDuel and DraftKings fucked us over on the first touchdown score, because they're probably going to go as motherfuckers. The odds are in the minuses and all this bullshit like they always do. But the Patriots, there's something interesting that's been going on Instagram, guys. I talk about it all the time. I'm always usually trolling Miami with it. Tom Brady has been posting a lot of videos. I'm talking about a lot of videos working out, like lifting heavy ass weights, talking about putting the eyeballs out there. He's throwing the fucking football 70, 80 yards down the field.
Stop it, CJ. Stop
all
doing
right,
it, CJ.
All right.
Let me say you, CJ. I'm not gonna let you do that to yourself, CJ. Because I know how much you love that man. No,
I don't love
do
him.
it to yourself.
That motherfucker.
I can't. I love you too much to do that to yourself. I know you gonna be like, man, Miami, I need him back, man.
Look, man, we need touchdown Tom back.
I can't let you do that to yourself, CJ.
We need touchdown Tom
I know
back.
what you try to do. You try to tear FanDuel ass up. It ain't gonna happen, CJ. They ain't gonna let you do it. They ain't gonna let you do it. You know how FanDuel, you and FanDuel got that relationship. They like,
I bet.
hey, no, we can't let goddamn CJ tear our ass up because we don't got him already.
Yeah, they got me, but I bust their ass on hockey the other night. I fucking popped their ass.
I can't let you do that to yourself.
But no, he really has. He's been talking a lot.
Yeah. I seen that.
He's been doing a lot of interviews with Colin Cowherd and several other people. For me, the script is New England, because they haven't been relevant or good since, not even when Belichick was there, when Tom Brady left. This is the first time that they've been back to the Super Bowl since Tom Brady. This is the beginning of a new dynasty. These motherfuckers were 9-0 on the road this season. They find a way to win. They went into Denver, even though they're facing a backup quarterback. They went into Denver in that crazy ass weather. Their defense is the number 2 overall ranked scoring defense in the league, but they're going up against the number 1 overall scoring offense in the league. So what was Bill Belichick's mantra through that whole fucking 10, 12-year dynasty with Belichick and Brady? And that was to take away the opposition's best player. They are not going to allow Jackson Smith-Njigba to beat them, because the Patriots coach, Mike Vrabel, he's got a couple of Super Bowl rings with the Patriots.
I think Seattle knows that, CJ, and I think the Patriots need to know that they still got Walker. They're probably going to run the ball. I think Seattle, if I was Seattle, I'm going to come in this game and try to run the ball a couple times to make you think that, well, hey, we'll run the ball and try to least have time possession on our side and try to keep away and try to eat the yards up. I think that's mostly what probably be the game plan because they know that we might gonna probably if we gonna do Cooper Cup, we'll do like maybe a short passes here, a little short passes there. We might do a couple passes to Walker. Might do some short yardage with Walker. Because I know the Patriots are gonna come in and they're not gonna let Smith do this 100 and some odd yards.
No.
Now I don't know if you've seen it, but I did find it funny that the NFL posted that Jerry Rice is still the only receiver to get these amount of yards in a Super Bowl. And I was like, oh my God. And I knew who tried to break Jerry Rice's record this year. Cause I bet on the Mother Hubbard because you bet it that day if he would have got 100 yards, I would have won that money. I would have got $180, but the Mother Hubbard was a couple yards short.
Yeah,
and if that day he would have got it that day, he would have broke the record. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking in my mind like, well, I don't see Seattle running up and down the field.
No.
I mean, throwing it up and down the field.
Nope.
On the Patriots because one, we know, and I said this one. This is why I was worried about a little bit with the Rams, where I was like, Seattle's pass protection is not too good because you can get to Sam Darnold easy. We don't seen a lot of teams sack Darnold like no tomorrow. It's been times that throughout the year, me and you have had money lines or some kind of bets on Seattle, and me and you have tested each other like, what is Sam Darnold doing? Because we don't have it for so many passing yards. Like, and I find it kind of weird because we know y'all got Cody Betts out here. Y'all trying to set us up and put 200 yards on both quarterbacks. And I'm finding that real interesting that y'all doing that before ahead of time. I'm like, okay, well, they ain't finna do a lot of passing. That tells me that there's going to probably be a little more rushing and a little more shorter yardage in this game. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to be a low scoring game. I still think it's going to be pretty high, but not too high. But I just find it funny that they're throwing all kind of like stuff to make us off. And I know a lot of people taking Seattle, but I'm like, all this news coming out about the Patriots, like Belichick not getting in the Hall of Fame, Kraft not getting in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, something ain't right. And I think the Patriots gonna come in and probably go crazy. I think they're gonna go crazy because I think the story is gonna be, well, hey, you didn't let Belichick in, like you said, the coach. You should be coached by Belichick. Then y'all didn't let Kraft in. So now we finna show y'all that, hey, y'all won't give us this. We finna take the Super Bowl. So now I'm a little worried, CJ. And now I know Pretty Better Zone already put it in because, like you said, all that came out before they said Kraft was in the Hall of Fame. I was like, yep, I bet they got a couple people to get sucked in to take them Seattle bets. And look, they got y'all because next day they came out with this Kraft news.
Yeah, and another thing is New England, besides Houston, New England is also in the top 3 against the run. So in order for Seattle to win this football game, Kenneth Walker's going to have a big day. But I don't think he's going to. I think that Mike Vrabel, like I said, the only team in NFL history to go completely undefeated on the road. They're going to stack the box. They're not going to let Walker run like a fucking crazy person. And is JSN going to get some catches? Yeah, because he's JSN. Like, you can't stop him every fucking play. But is he going for 100 yards? Fuck no, he's not. If you bet 100 yards for JSN, then you're just donating to FanDuel.
I bet I'm guaranteeing. We might ain't seen it yet. I'm guaranteeing there was a bet out there that had him at 100 yards.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
guaranteeing it, and he might won't get it. I just don't think so.
Now, will he score a touchdown?
I just don't
There's
think he will. I
there,
ain't gonna lie to you. I
there's a
wouldn't be surprised if
possibility.
he did.
I mean, he could score. I'm not going to say that JSN won't
Yeah.
score
Oh
if they
yeah.
get
It could
in
be
the.
because, like I said, I think now I'm not saying that there won't be no scoring because, like I said, we said Bobo. We got Walker, and you might get three. But see, I think, and you said it last week, and I thought about it before we came on the show. You said last week, you just don't know who to bet on when it's the Patriots because they got so many people to throw it to, and I think they're going to use that in the Super Bowl. They're going to be throwing it. But now, I'm telling you, you didn't notice it, and I forgot to bring it up last week. Diggs was very quiet that last game. And remember, I was texting you that. I was like, man, what the heck is Diggs doing? I'm like, he ain't getting no TDs, he ain't getting that. And I'm like, man, when you said that, Carter B, I said, I got to get done and take this bet. I said, you might be right because he didn't get no TDs that last thing. And I don't see them keeping him quiet this Super Bowl. He going to make himself known. He going to at least get one. I won't be surprised if he get two.
I think he's getting two.
Yeah, he gonna get one. I need him to get two now. I need him. I need him to get two.
Look,
I need Bobo to get that first, and I need him to get two, and I'll be good to go.
Look, Cardi B said it, so I'm gonna roll with Cardi B. She said her man getting two tutties. And he was quiet last week. He really was, but to his defense, Patrick Surtain for the Broncos was the best cornerback in the league. He shut down everybody. He shut down Metcalf. He shut down Diggs. He shut down whoever the fuck Bills receiver was. He shut down everybody's number one receiver, Drake London. Everybody. So Diggs didn't have a big game, but for me, I'm going to name a name that everybody's going to be like, who the fuck is this guy? Well, you're going to find out this weekend who this guy is. He is the biggest deep ball threat that the Patriots...
I can just imagine what the odds was on it then.
He is the biggest deep ball threat that the New England Patriots have. And they tried to go to him last week deep, and Drake May overthrew him. But don't be surprised, Miami. And he's plus 10,000 right now and FanDuel, you motherfuckers. You better not change that shit before I can get into fucking Maryland tomorrow and get that shit in there. Kyle Williams from the New England Patriots. He is a deep threat. He runs a 4.2, 4.40, and he is going to fucking explode in the Super Bowl. Kyle Williams, wide receiver for the Patriots. Everybody's going to be betting on Booty and Demario Douglas and Diggs. But guess what? Kyle Williams, that's my sleeper pick. I mean, at plus 10,000, like, man, that motherfucker runs a 4.2 40, brother. I love Bobo for the Seahawks, but there's one name we're also not talking about, Miami, and he's got really good odds. And Sam Darnold loves to throw to him in the red zone, and that's A.J. Barner, the tight end for the Seahawks. He could also be an anytime TD.
I think one of the I had him in mind, and I also had the Patriots tight end in mind because I feel like one of those two people will get.
Holland.
I think one of those two people will get a TD. My question, I think, as we like already at 131 people in 30 minutes, that's crazy. But I feel like will Vegas let somebody with the high odds. What's worrying me, CJ, is will they let somebody who got high odds hit? Because this is Super Bowl. I know a lot of people going to bet, and I'm worried about are they going to let the high odd people hit? Because I know they probably going to see that most people are going to take those bets. Because it's going to be really weird the way they going to go. You
I don't
can't
think
stop everybody from not scoring. Now,
I don't
y'all
think
better
so.
not do. Now, FanDuel and DraftKings, y'all better not do what y'all supposed to did the last goddamn game when I betted that there was going to be no touchdown the first quarter. Because those odds are always high, and I'm going to be mad as shit because I ain't bet it yet. And I ain't going to bet it. Because if it hit, I'm going to be mad as hell. Because you can hit pretty big off of that.
Well, I did. I bet this. I got this shit in last week before FanDuel took it off because they're grimy motherfuckers and they will like to put shit on there and then take it off. I bet it was at plus 15,000. Each team will score one rushing and one passing TD each half. And it was at plus 15,000. If that doesn't fucking hit, then I fucking give up. That has to hit. Like, I think both teams can score a rushing and a passing TD each half. It's very doable. At plus 15,000, I mean, I don't see it on there anymore. It could be under Super Bowl specials, but you definitely want to take a look at that. I think the odds have probably dropped. But I'm gonna respectfully disagree because with this Super Bowl, these big money motherfuckers with all this money that's been, that bets hundreds of thousands of dollars on these games, they're gonna be betting all these big players to score, like Ramondre Stevenson, Drake, Kenneth Walker, Jackson Smith. So the people like Shaheed, Kyle Williams, Kayshawn Booty, Cooper Cup, Jake Bobo, AJ. So for me, if I'm putting in a 2-leg, I am definitely putting in a Hunter Henry and AJ Barner tight end fucking Sunday 2-leg parlay. I believe it's hitting. I think Hunter Henry and AJ Barner are both getting in the end zone. You heard it here first. If you play it and you hit, you make sure you shout out to the Best Sports Podcast on fucking X and YouTube. Hunter Henry and AJ Barner. You combine them. It's a tight end.
We've been hitting on our bed pages.
It's a tight end parlay. It's only a 2-legger.
Yeah, we've been hitting on our bed page, so they'll follow you. We've been.
I like it.
Now, when we get our Discord together and we start charging y'all gonna be mad at us because we start getting y'all free money and we ain't gonna get it to y'all free no more. I'm trying to get it to y'all free and build it up now. We be giving y'all, especially, and CJ can tell you, he tell one of my NBA ones and we hit. Shoot, it didn't come from nobody else. Actually, it's from straight from me, and CJ can tell you so.
Yeah.
Hey, we be giving y'all the game, man.
And listen here, you motherfuckers. Y'all be telling us and shit. Major League Baseball is right around the corner. And y'all think that I've been fucking popping them on hockey. You wait till baseball season hits. But I'm only going to be giving that shit to you guys for free for only so long because we working on that Discord. I'm going to be working on that Discord.
Yeah.
And y'all going to be paying because we've been giving y'all winners all season long.
Try to get to them, CJ.
Every week. Every week. Houston defense.
If they didn't believe us we did what? How many weeks was Houston get that TD? It was like what, 3-4 weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks we had sold them. 4 weeks.
I'm gonna go out on another crazy limb.
It's crazy, man.
I'm gonna go out on another crazy limb. I'm not too sure about Sam Darnold scoring, but I really truly think Drake May scores a touchdown. I think If you want just a cheap ladder
I
bet,
was I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too.
Drake May. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I
Well,
would
well the
combine
reason why I think
him and Darnold. No,
no, I wouldn't combine.
I don't
Well,
think Darnold.
I was thinking that too because his odds are always high too. A lot of people don't bet on him, but I wouldn't be surprised either, CJ. I wouldn't be surprised if he get one because look. But the only thing that worries me that he got one before we went into the Super Bowl. So I'm wondering like once we get close to Friday or this weekend, because I know everybody probably gonna start doing their betting probably maybe Friday.
Mhm.
Which hey, y'all should have did some of y'all betting with me. Gave y'all a lot of end times before when the odds was high. Because when them
Yep.
odds were high now, because if it hit, y'all gonna cash out good. Because I got a lot of them I did way early. That's
Mhm.
why I say, hey, y'all gotta join me on Twitch because I'm gonna be doing that, pulling it up. Like once they put them future bets and all that, we gonna see how them odds is, and I'm just give y'all my thoughts about what may hit, what may not hit. Just like I said, we tell y'all, even if you put $1 on it, the cash out gonna still be big because the odds gonna be goddamn high. They gonna
Yeah.
be high,
And baseball
so you
season's
might
right.
want to take it. So it's up
Base,
to them, man. But
I told him. I mean, I told him about Houston. I told him every fucking week. I gave you guys free money every week. If you played it, then congratulations. I'm happy that I could help you. Um, but the thing about Drake May, he did score last week, but he's basically been the leading rusher for
mhm.
the Patriots for the past couple of weeks. Like he's rushed for like 60 yards 2 weeks ago by himself. Um, if they're not running the ball, he's scrambling like a motherfucker. Sam Darnold, the the thing that worries me about Seattle, Miami is did Sam Darnold have a good game last week? Yeah, he damn sure did. But the Rams did
Yeah,
not pressure the quarterback. New England's coming after his ass. They are going to come
no.
after his ass. Like, we'll see just how good
Well,
Darnold is.
if that's the case, that's what. But see, that's what I'm worried about because if that's the case, then like I say, because we have seen quarterback is under pressure. Me and you have both seen it with in hand. I know everybody's gonna say, well, New England hasn't had the same thing, but that's not New England's fault for having a good offensive line. Hey, they got a good offensive line. You ain't barely getting to the quarterback. Now y'all can say, well, they didn't play a good defense. Houston is a good ass defense. What are y'all
Best in the
talking
league.
about? Denver is a good defense. Cause think about it. Denver kept Broncos in that game, even though they had a second string quarterback. The reason why Denver didn't win that game is because they didn't have a second string quarterback.
Mhm.
That's why.
The Patriots,
That's their defense was good.
the Patriots literally beat the two best defensive teams in football back to back weeks. The Texans and then the
Yeah,
Broncos.
you gotta give them that. I mean, they didn't. Houston didn't just get that off a fluke.
No.
Broncos didn't get that off a fluke. Now, yes, the offense on the Houston side didn't play up to their part, and we know what happens because they had a secondary quarterback. We know that because it's gonna take both sides of the ball to get up and down the field. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, but CJ said it, and that was another one we said Houston wasn't gonna get an NTD. Now they did take one back. Me and
From
CJ seen it, and
from New
I don't know
England.
why they did it at the Houston
Fro-
because I was like, well, dad, but they took it back. Yeah, in New England too. They did them back to back weeks. I'm like, what are we doing here? So
Yeah,
now
because they
that
caught
they
on to that
was kind
shit.
of cheating, but they still didn't get one.
Well, as far as the defenses
They
this
they knew
week,
them. They knew them odds were high.
me personally, everybody can play what they want to play, but obviously, like me and Miami, we have our own bets page, on X, and I'm starting to work on the Discord page. Obviously, I helped build a Discord server, which I'll keep the name off on the live stream, but I know how to operate Discord from top to bottom. There's not a damn thing I don't know about Discord. So I'm working on I got 2 days off coming up this week, which EVP is happy about that because the last 2 weeks were crazy as fuck. So I'm gonna be working before this weekend comes, like the Super Bowl. I'm gonna start working on the Discord page because baseball season's coming up, and you motherfuckers think that I know what I'm talking about hockey, but I played baseball my whole fucking life. I can tell you everything about fucking baseball. But those plays ain't gonna be free for much longer. You guys got a full season of that shit.
Man,
Y'all
how
finna
many
have
of
to
them
start
15
paying.
for 15s on hit, CJ? How many of them
Man,
double doubles on hit on our page,
look, we
CJ?
ain't
If they
gonna
believe it, go follow our fan page, and they will see it.
look. We ain't
They
gonna be
hit.
like. We're not gonna be like the rest of these cappers and be like, oh, $50 for a subscription. We're gonna start off small.
Nah,
You
nah.
know, we're gonna start off small, maybe $5, maybe $10 or something like that. Let you guys get in there, win you some money and shit. But when we go big, then that price might start coming up because ultimately, it's me and Miami got to get that bread because we putting out the knowledge for y'all. Like I just hit for 2,400
Yeah.
on a hockey parlay. So at the end of the day, I think what we should discuss is because we talked about doing this last week. Obviously, we'll make our predictions at the end of the show on who we think's gonna win. But we can do this. So and you can take one team and I can take the other. What is one thing that each particular team has got to be able to do in order to win this football game? And I'm going to let you start, and you can take the Patriots or you can take the Seahawks. It
I
doesn't
would.
really matter.
That's who I would definitely gonna go with. Well, the Patriots,
Go ahead.
and I know the Patriots. They have their flaws too. They're going to have to get down the field. I think that they're going to have to play way better than they did from their last game. Now, yes, it was the weather. We understand that. I think when it comes to the defense of the Patriots, if they do take on an incredible defense, I think they're going to have to. I think Drake Merritt can't get overwhelmed. He's gotta hit his targets. He's gotta make sure that he reads the defense. We don't. I think the crowd noise won't be a effect because both teams are not at home. It all depends. I think Seattle may have more the advantage more than New England because they're not too far from where Seattle's at. So maybe they will have a little more of the advantage, but we got to think about it. This is Super Bowl. Everybody comes to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the Patriots, they got to play. They have to play perfect, damn near perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Running the ball, throwing the ball. Not a lot of penalties. You can't afford turnovers. I say come in, score quick, fast, because we seen how Seattle did last time we seen them. They was doing that with the Rams. I think New England needs to set the tone first, CJ. Now as Seattle answer back, they just got to keep going toe to toe. It's just like a boxing match. You got to keep going blow for blow. One gonna give up if it goes like that. But I think if New England goes out first, they need to go and just set the tone, get the touchdown first. Don't get overwhelmed if Seattle answers back. And just try to have a good, clean game, man. I think that's maybe the game plan. I'm pretty sure they're going to use all the tools they've been using through the whole season. Because me and you said they have a lot of people they can throw it to. I would not be surprised if Diggs gets hit target a lot because he didn't get it a lot the last game.
10.
Will Seattle be able to stop him? I don't think so, because I think once he gets that first catch and he starts getting that high end, it's over, man. So we'll have to see. But I think the Patriots have to have a clean game. I'll let you do Seattle, but I think the Patriots. I'm a little worried about the Patriots. I'm more about their offense than their defense. I think their offense is the main key thing that has to have that game to have their team win this game, this Super Bowl. That's the only way they can win. Their offense. I don't think their defense is going to not let them down. I think their offenses have to be the one to rise to the occasion, CJ. I think that's just my thoughts on it.
I agree. I agree with everything you said 100%. So I'm going to touch on Seattle. Sam Darnold obviously was with the Vikings last year. He had a fucking absolutely awful showing in the playoffs, and he had one of the best wide receivers in football in Justin Jefferson. He come over to Seattle. They got a great coach. Kenneth Walker's fucking great running back, but they are going against one of the best defenses in football this year. So for me, Seattle's offensive line, I feel like is a lot weaker than the Patriots' offensive line. In order for Seattle to win this football game, they have to play Seattle football. And Seattle football is not throwing the fucking ball up and down the field. It's clock management. It's running the football. It's keeping the other quarterback on the sidelines. And I'm afraid, Miami, that they are – the Patriots know this. Mike Vrabel, the coach for the Patriots, he comes from the Bill Belichick era. He studied that man like he won 2 Super Bowls under him. So I'm worried. I'm worried for Seattle because that offensive line, I don't know if it's going to be able to hold up. We've seen Sam Darnold see ghosts before whenever he played the Patriots. They were hitting that motherfucker every way but sideways. We've seen New England team chase Patrick Mahomes all over the field, Lamar Jackson all over the field. That defense is going to be coming after Sam Darnold's ass. So for me, it starts with running the football. They have to be able to establish the run with Kenneth Walker. And if they can't run the football, they're in trouble. Because then you have to depend on Sam Darnold to open the ball up. And if they can run the football, then they can open up play action passes, short screens. They could possibly get JSN involved at that point. But Sam Darnold's biggest problem I've noticed is playoffs, Miami, and since I've been betting on his dumb, stupid ass, is he is obsessed. He is absolutely obsessed. He can have somebody wide the fuck open, and he is going to try to force the ball to JSN. If he does that Sunday, they are going to get beat because the Patriots are going to have 2 men on Jackson Smith-Njigba every fucking play. And if Darnold tries to force the ball to him, the Patriots defense they're not going to let that man beat him. So Darnold has got to open the playbook.
Well, I think last week was the best game for him, CJ. And I think that's why we're seeing Cooper Kupp get a lot of targets. I think someone talked to him about that because that last week we seen that he wasn't forcing it for the first time. He was kind of spreading it out. That's what I was trying to say too was if they come in the way they played the Rams, man, they was scoring like wildfire. Me and you was like, yep, they finna win. It was like no, because it seemed like the Rams had no answer, and I think that's where New England can't get that mindset. Hey, even if you get down, New England, you have to keep fighting. If you don't, Seattle's gonna blow you because we seen them do it to the Rams because the Rams was like they had no answer, and Matthew Stafford had some yardage. Me and you both seen it. We was talking about it last week, and Seattle still won. It's just like they didn't. The rest of the team of the Rams team didn't have no answer for Seattle's defense, and I think New England has to have that mindset where we have all these targets. No matter what you do, we're going to get down the field, or we're going to get a first down. I think that need to be the first step, or get a few yards down the field to at least either get, even if we get a field goal, at least we got down the field to kick this field goal, or at least to get down the field and get a touchdown. You know, and I think that's one thing I can say about New England. They are good at if they put their full potential to it. We have seen them do it throughout this season because this show is really about each team of what they done through the season. And like I say, I think I'm more afraid for Seattle if New England's defense gets to Sam Darnold, like you said, it's over because, and me and you have seen, it seems like Sam Darnold, if he gets sacked so many times, he seems like he gets a little fluttered. He gets a little like, he doesn't, like you said, doesn't know the plays. Then he starts forcing it to his favorite wide receiver, and that's where you start getting the plays like you get. And if we get that, then yeah, Seattle's not definitely winning this game. I'm hoping it's going to be a pretty tight game. I'm hoping it's not going to be like the last Super Bowl these guys get. I don't think that score is going to – I think they're going to get way higher than the 20s. I think they're going to probably – both teams will get higher than 20 because I think – I'm hoping both teams score high because I think they want to keep us glued to our seats and entertained. Most of the games coming into the playoffs, we was just like, oh, my God. Yeah, it was so bad. And I think they want to at least – I'm hoping – that the NFL wants to make it entertaining because I think next year, and I know they announced their first ever game they will have in Paris, and I'm thinking that most of their games next year, they're going to want to be more explosive, more probably touchdowns because they should have learned that year when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Everybody was scoring a touchdown. I know that's when they was before they changed this rule with the kickoff, but I don't think it's just the kickoff. I think the kickoff should make it more easier for y'all to get touchdowns because hey, we're starting from, I think they start from the 20 regardless with the new kickoff or how many yards they get now. So I think it should be more easier, and I think they should use that to their advantage this coming 2027 season, CJ.
So there's another thing I was thinking about when I was listening to you break it down right there. Seattle. So let's talk about the game from Seattle and the Rams last week. The Rams. Let's be real, and we're always real, but let's just break it down for real. The Los Angeles Rams should be in the Super Bowl. They had the lead. They had the ball late, down 4 points. Stafford already had 3 TD passes. He missed 2 people wide the fuck open with like a minute left in the game to take the lead. Montfield, which, God damn it, I would have fucking cashed out big on that motherfucker. That motherfucker went right through his hands, man. Damn.
Well, I think a lot of people had him on like a couple of bets.
He was
I
plus
think I
10,000.
seen because I'm in the Discord, and I think I seen a lot of people. I was like, well, I didn't have him. I was like, oh, thank God I didn't, because he was
Well,
playing bad.
I parlayed him with Bobo instead of putting Bobo and Cut together. I put Montfield and fucking and Bobo together, and Bobo scored. And I said, "Holy shit!" So I pulled up the parlay and I sent it to you, and I was like, "I only had $2 on it, but it was $2 to win $650 if Montfield catches that pass. That's a huge come up from $2." From $2 to $650, that's a monster hit. But the Rams, I think the difference that we're going to see this week compared to last week, the Patriots are not as explosive on offense as the Rams. But Seattle, if they fall behind and Sam Darnold is getting pressure on him, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give them free money again, Miami. I said I wasn't doing it no more. I said I wasn't gonna do it no more. But here's two free plays from the EVP. You play them how you want. You can straight bet it. You can parlay it. I really don't give a shit. But I'm giving you free fucking money. Sam Darnold's throwing an interception. You can go ahead and put that shit. You can bet 5. You can bet 10.
Yeah.
If you want to bet 100, bet 100. I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's on, and I could probably most likely guess what is probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen before the half. It's going to happen before the first quarter because they're going to look a little shaky because one or two things going to be done. They're going to think, well, Seattle fell behind, and I think the story is going to be, can they come back? Now, like we said, we ain't saying Seattle can't come back and can't win, but it's going one or two ways because, like I said, all this Patriot stuff of somebody not getting in the Hall of Fame, I think they're finna go ahead and give it to the Patriots because the Patriots not going to. I don't think the Patriots going to lay down. They might go and busy for themselves and just say, F it. We're going to want to win this game because y'all ain't let Kraft in the damn Hall of Fame and Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame. So we finna really show y'all why we should, why y'all should, who the Patriots are, because basically that's been the story all this year. The Patriot way. It used to be like this back the dynasty. So why would they? And that's what kind of got me scared. See, I'm like, well, dad, if they have them lose and they've been talking all this Patriot way, how does it look on the Patriots? And that's what kind of got me scared because, like you said, I've been saying it too. We got take the spread and the money line is this on Seattle. I'm like, oh no, man, that look kind of fishy there.
And
it look like they want to take some sucker bets. I'm like,
and on top of that, Tom Brady was the last quarterback to win a Super Bowl in New England. They have been talking about Drake May all year. They put his fucking picture up there close to Brady when he was that age. I don't know. Them motherfuckers may be kin to each other. They both had them chunky ass cheeks. Tom Brady's been all over social media since the Patriots since they made the Super Bowl. Like, this shit is like a fucking wrestling match. It's so scripted.
Yeah.
They want somebody so bad to come into New England and win a Super Bowl so that Tom Brady's got a fucking statue out in front of the stadium. They are trying to turn Drake May into the next Tom Brady. He has been on Tom Brady has been on every ESPN show there is talking about the Super Bowl. But I'm going to give you guys another free play. This is going to be a little bit riskier, and you can take both of them as a straight bet, or you can put them together as a parlay. But I am going to say that both defenses score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. The Patriots and the Seahawks defenses. I would straight bet both of them to be safe in case one doesn't do it. But I'm also parlaying it. I'm parlaying the tight end.
It won't let you do it both of them on FanDuel, but it lets you do it on DraftKings.
Yeah, You can do both defenses on
Oh yeah,
FanDuel.
okay. Because when I tried to do it on FanDuel, it wouldn't let me do it.
Well, you can't do like first, but you can parlay Houston defense and New England defense in one parlay because I did it last week when Denver
On the
and
it did the
yeah,
anytime. Oh,
yeah,
it wouldn't let me do it for that.
yeah.
And FanDuel, y'all think y'all slick by sending me that little bonus money because I ain't put no money in there a long time, CJ. But get what? Y'all keep sending it to me because get what? I'm gonna spend your little free money because hey, I ain't like CJ. I ain't coming back. I'm good. I'll spend y'all free money. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Now what? They ain't gonna
Well,
let me hit because I did do two different. I did one wild anytime bet, and I did the Stefan Diggs one just in case to see.
well, even though you don't like FanDuel, me and you have been playing this jackpot since the beginning of the season. We got to end the season with the jackpot.
I
So
want to. That's why I was thinking about. I said, nah, but I only think about. I'm like, who the fuck? Because I'm like, man, it ain't gonna be bubble because even they been
no,
putting it out. I'm
Cup,
like, damn,
Cooper
how they gonna?
Cup,
He gonna be here the first or last. I wouldn't be
first or
surprised.
last, first or
He'll be here the
last.
first or last. I wouldn't be surprised. Him and Diggs. It gotta be between them two.
Cup,
If I was gonna do it, I would put either him or Diggs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might would do Diggs because I wouldn't be surprised if Diggs get the last touchdown to say
to win the
Patriots
game.
get him to win the game.
Yeah,
That might be his second TD. He'll get
could.
a one, then he'll get one later on, and that be
And
the end of the story. I would
and
not be surprised.
and then you see Cardi B crazy ass up in the press box, and she be twerking and shit, putting her ass up against the window. Cardi B be like, "I told you, motherfuckers, he was getting
Yep.
2 tutties. I
Hey,
told,
but I need the NFL to at least do Bobo
they
one.
got it,
That first wing, do that, then I'm good, CJ. I'm
man.
good. Cause that cash out we did, I did it when we was on, and that odds, we showed it. Y'all go look at CJ YouTube. It's on his YouTube, and y'all seen the odds, and I did straight, and I did it together. So
Mhm.
hey, if one of them hit, I'm good. But if they both hit, I'm really good. I appreciate y'all because y'all did owe me for the shit y'all done took me and CJ through this whole NFL season. God
Oh my
damn.
god, they owe
Especially
us like
you, y'all ain't shit. That's why I
y'all.
left.
Well,
Got
there.
gonna not let me cash out when I had a cash out on that that special that
Mhm.
afternoon damn rushes. We all had it. We was all waiting for one team, and
Mhm.
they flick it green, then flick it brown, they gonna let us not cash out. That one I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, fuck
Had the
that.
bet, CJ. I'm like,
But
man, you gotta be kidding me.
as
I'm
much
like,
as
nope.
much as much as I don't like FanDuel, you know, they're putting that $6 million jackpot out there, and if you can just get lucky and get that first or get that last, and you pick a no name or somebody that's not that everybody else isn't gonna pick, you can play on that. You can play on that shit for a long time because you're gonna
Who
get six
who
million dollars long. You're
Who
gonna get a
backs
lot
up
of.
Walker? Who's the other quarterback that most? I mean, damn quarterback. Who's the running back that mostly get the TDs behind Walker? I
You know,
can't
that's
think
a
of his
good.
name.
That's a good question. I can't think of his name either. I know they have. I know
I
they
think
signed
that'll be either that'll probably be your first touchdown. I
probably.
guarantee that'll probably be your first one because most likely if Seattle get to because one thing I did think about it, Seattle might get close to the red zone. They love rushing the ball. So
Oh,
that
they're gonna
might be
rush
your
it.
first touchdown. That
Well,
might be your that
i-
might
if
be your first TD.
yeah, she says she loved Walker, but I am not betting on that motherfucker. Fuck
So
Walker.
I I would not be that would they could go to tight end. Like I said, we did whoever back him up. I think
I mean, for me, like they signed two running backs to the practice
I
squad.
think he'll probably get it, man.
They got Cam Akers. I don't
would
know.
not be surprised if he get it.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have
Seattle.
Cam Akers. He could be possibly he could be the one. There's another person to look out for. She said to keep pounding, and we're definitely Cardi B's gonna be pounding after Diggs gets that second TD. She's gonna be pounding all up on the TV screen. But there's somebody else that I think everybody should. I'm just giving you guys. I'm giving you motherfuckers free money. Again, there's another person that's been really quiet for the Patriots for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Ever since I took his bitch ass to in the jackpot, and Miami was mad as a motherfucker. That man scored 3 touchdowns that night, and I still didn't hit the jackpot. Travion Henderson, the backup running back for the Patriots. Don't be surprised if that motherfucker don't get the first TD.
That's another one. That's another one. I won't be, and you know how much they love throwing it. I wouldn't be surprised the first damn TD from the Patriots be goddamn running. I would not be surprised at that. If that's the case, then I'll be like, you know what? And one time I told you, and what I'm mad about, one day I said, because it was the Lions game, I told you who it was gonna be, and I didn't bet it.
Yeah,
I think that night he got 3 touchdowns. I was like, look at this.
Gibbs.
I was like, you can't make it up. I think he was the only one that this year got the first and last.
Yeah, Gibbs. Jamar Gibbs.
They running back.
Yeah, Gibbs.
Yeah. He was the only one that got it. I think he's the only one that has ever got it first and last.
If you can get that first,
now, FanDuel, y'all better not do that shit again, because I think I wouldn't be surprised they do this shit again for the Super Bowl.
Possibly.
They might do goddamn Diggs first, and that damn Diggs be the last one again. I feel like, you know what? That's a bullshit.
Well, if they do,
hey, long as Diggs get the 2 TD, but I'm like, what the fuck we doing here?
Well, if you are lucky enough to all you have to do is go into FanDuel, claim the $6 million jackpot. You only have to bet $5. You don't have to go crazy, and then you just pick somebody. You just pick somebody. If you get lucky, then you're probably going to have $1,000 to $200 or between $1,000 and $2,000 in bonus bets. Now, them dumb motherfuckers are only going to give you a week to spend $2,000 like they did with me with Anthony Edwards on the 50 piece, but you're going to at least have a lot of money to play on, and you can just throw crazy ass bets out there, and eventually one of them motherfuckers going to hit. So, FanDuel, a lot of people are going to be betting the lower odds to get that first TD, but me, I don't like to do that. I like to go for the long shots because it's going to pay out more because you're going to get paid regardless. If they score and you take a long shot, you're still getting the anytime TD pay. You might not get the jackpot, but there was a lot of times that I picked an anytime TD for the jackpot and they scored, but they didn't get the jackpot.
Because I know on DraftKings, the king of the end zone is whoever has the longest yardage TD. So if even if you pick the person that got a touchdown, they have to have the most yards that game. So, and I didn't hit the end zone one, but I have had that king of the court. I love they live bonus bets, man. I don't hit them so much. $20, $50 back to back, man. But they got one higher this weekend. I'm like, man, God, I hope I have some money. I'll be somewhere where I can play some bets and get some of that. I love doing a bonus bets because Hey, all you gotta do is put $1 in there. You get a lot of bonus bets, man. But
Mm.
uh,
Well,
it's hard to say.
another thing is I do feel like the Patriots have so many options to throw the football compared
Yeah,
to Seattle. They have two tight ends. They have Austin Hooper, and they have obviously their big tight end Hunter Henry. That's why I'm telling you guys now, and I'm gonna say it again. Hopefully, you StreamYard, you motherfuckers, you better go in and generate this fucking short. Um, Hunter Henry for the Patriots and AJ Barner for the Seahawks. Parlay those two motherfuckers together. And if you're scared, then do Austin Hooper, the backup tight end for the Patriots, and AJ Barner for the Seattle Seahawks because both tight ends are scoring this weekend. I'm
yeah,
telling you right now.
yeah. On both teams, I think so too. I think so too. I believe so too. I ain't gonna lie to you, I wouldn't be surprised the odds would be still so high because nobody ain't gonna probably take them because nobody ain't gonna
Nope.
think about them. But
Nope.
I mean that we said at the beginning of the show that would be just common knowledge to just take both tight ends because I think both of them would score too, CJ.
Yeah, I mean,
They might. I think one will be the second touchdown, the other one may be third. Then you'll start getting the other couple guys, like maybe your wide receivers or running
Yeah.
backs. You might get something like that. Like I say, I'm hoping it be a good, decent, scoring game. Not like how that Broncos game was because that weather, but it was the weather. That's why. And I
Yeah.
see, and I understand why a lot of people want to go to, stadiums and stuff. But I am gonna miss once people do go to stadium, I am gonna miss the weather part because that
Yeah.
did part of the NFL be the NFL. But I mean,
Yeah.
you bettors can't make no money. 'Cause, man, I lost all my money when goddamn that Bronco game because of the weather, man. I was like, oh my god. I was like, CJ, nobody ain't gonna score again.
Nope. Nope. You said it in the third quarter. You said nobody's
But I
scoring.
think, but I think CJ, even if they was in a stadium, I think New England would have still won
Oh yeah.
because the Broncos had that second string quarterback, and the New England was getting to him a lot. I think even in good weather, he would have probably he had a couple passes here and there, but I think still they would have got to him way more than they got to him without the weather, with the weather being how it was. So even if it wasn't like that, I think it would have probably maybe been worse. Who knows? Because it ain't wet, it ain't snowing, it ain't cold. And like I say, they would have probably got to the quarterback even more. Now, where he would have got down the field, yes, because we did see him do a couple plays down the field. I love that catch he did to the one guy, and I was like, oh man, okay, maybe they got a chance a little bit. But that was the only good play he had because of weather. But I would have loved to see what he would have did if it was in the stadium. Would have been a little different? Would it have been close? Or what? Because New England, like I say, they still was getting to him. So it would have been interesting to see, but like I said, we'll see down the line.
So I think for the next part of our preview show, we can obviously make this a yearly thing when we do, when we cover the NFL season. We both can take whichever team. Obviously, I'll let you start. What we'll do is we'll just say that this team is going to win. Obviously, we'll make our final predictions and our final predictions score, at the end of the stream. But we're gonna take the team, like we're both gonna take a team, and if they win, who do you think is going to be the Super Bowl MVP? And why? And I'll let you start, and you can pick either team that you want. I'll take the other team.
If the Patriots win, it got to be Drake Maverick. It got to be. I mean, that's just it. Got to be. I just
I don't know.
a lesson. I mean, they can only either go. Well, Diggs gonna have to get those 2 TDs, but he gonna have to get some crazy yards. Okay, yeah, he got the 2 TDs, but he gonna have to get them yards too.
I
So,
think that Stephon Diggs is going to get at least 10 targets.
well,
Cardi
see,
B,
okay, now if you say 10 targets, 2 TDs, and the yardage, then yeah, he got it. You got it. You ain't no way you got it. You gotta give it to him. That's what I'm saying. But you know how they love getting them awards, even if it wasn't Drake Maverick, they love getting them awards to quarterbacks.
that they do.
Now on the opposite side, I don't think it will be. I think they will go to either Jess Ells, maybe Walker. It'll be very. I don't see Donald getting it. They might give it to him, but I think they'll probably give it to somebody else on Seattle other than him if they did win. Donald will probably be factors in that. And if they're married on the MVP Super Bowl, about to get MVP other than if ain't no way doing that though. What's the name for the Rams gonna get
No,
the MVP
no.
when he ain't even get to the Super Bowl, man? Come on now, y'all. Let's stop cheating now.
Yeah.
Y'all mad because I did that early bet way early.
Yeah, that's a good bet too. That's a really good bet. So for me, I think Diggs is gonna have a big game. Cardi B is gonna be highly featured at the Super Bowl. Diggs was quiet as fuck last week against the Broncos. I think he's gonna have a big game, but ultimately, if the New England Patriots win Super Bowl 60 and at Levi Stadium, they for me, I don't really care how bad he plays because they're so partial to the quarterbacks when it comes to the MVPs and shit. I really truly feel like if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, Drake May is going to be your Super Bowl MVP because if you go pay attention to his Instagram, him and his fiance or wife, I'm not quite sure if they're married. I don't know everybody's personal relationships and all of that. But they've been telling all these stories about him and his fiance or his wife or whatever, and they have been helping some kid out or something. I'm not sure. I don't know the whole story behind it, but I do believe that if the New England Patriots win Super Bowl 60, Drake May will be the Super Bowl MVP, and he will also be the 2025-2026 NFL MVP. Which Miami bet that shit early, and that's a fucking if New England wins, it's a lock. So if the Seahawks win,
let me get one. Come on now. Don't let me lose both.
no, you ain't gonna lose. You're not gonna lose both. If the Seahawks win, Sam Darnold's gonna have to play out of his mind anyway. I do believe that Sam Darnold is gonna have to play fucking one of the best games of his career. But he is so. I literally said this in a Discord chat last week. Matthew Stafford, if he wasn't married to Kelly, I would think that he was had a crush on Puka Nakua because he fucking. It don't matter where that man is on the field. He's throwing it to him. He's obsessed with that guy. And Sam Darnold's kind of the same.
Hey, that boy Puka ain't no. That Puka Nakua ain't no joke, bro. He's a man he fly. He ain't no joke for real now. I wouldn't blame him. I'll be throwing it to him too.
Well, yeah, but yeah, shout out to Puka Nakua because
Hey, that man made a cash. I was like, man, ain't no way he got that. I was like, what the world?
Well, Puka
Hey,
Nakua,
he gonna be
Puka,
something serious next year, man. I don't care.
Puka Nakua was
You
also
can't get
rumored.
look. Hey, Rams better never get him up, boy.
No, dang, he ain't
Unless he
going
start
nowhere.
digressing, boy. You get him up, boy. You just man, you'll be sick.
Puka Nakua was seen out earlier this season with one of my favorites, the Queen Charlotte Flair. So like she is a big fucking Rams fan. She was at a lot of games. They took a lot of pictures together. And then obviously we saw Monday on Raw, Nikki Bella pretty much confirmed on Raw that she's dating Cooper DeJean. She talked about the Pro Bowl. She said, "I got great taste on her."
I heard that. I'm
And
like, where's that?
people are like, "Don't pay attention." So I do believe, as I said earlier in the stream, Sam Darnold, he loves to throw the ball to JSN, which I can't blame him. He's fucking phenomenal, but if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, there's only two people that's going to get the MVP, and it's going to be Sam Darnold or it's going to be Jackson Smith-Njigba. But I think if the Seahawks win, I think that Sam Darnold probably going to deserve to get the MVP of the Super Bowl because the New England Patriots defense is going to be coming after him all fucking day. They're not going to let up. I think where the Rams fucked up Miami is the Rams started off pretty decent, playing defense. They fell behind a little bit early, but then they picked it up. But they got tired, bro. They got really tired. In the third and fourth quarter, there was no defense. Neither one of them teams played defense at all. It was just back and forth down the field, fucking track meet. Both teams scoring every time they get the ball. Patriots ain't gonna play like that. That's not the Patriot way. Them motherfuckers are gonna play defense for 4 quarters, whether they're up 20, they're up 20 or they're down 20. They're gonna play. They're gonna play defense.
And like I said, I'm not worried about the defense. I know the defense gonna do what they need to do. I think I'm more worried about the offense than the defense, because man, that defense gonna, like you said, because the coach played for Bill Belichick, and that's the way he used to play. So
it's the Belichick way. It's the Belichick way. It's the New England.
They have been bringing that up a lot more and more lately.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna talk about it during the Super Bowl too.
Like,
don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Now, like I say,
if Bill Belichick's not at the Super Bowl, don't be surprised. If Bill Belichick's not at the Super Bowl, I'm telling you, this shit's like a fucking movie.
Now, if he be there, then I know they probably gonna.
This shit's like a movie, bro. Robert Kraft is the owner of the Patriots. He's obviously going to be there. But I believe Bill Belichick will be there. Everybody's going to be there, bro. It's a fucking even Patrick Mahomes couldn't believe that Belichick.
They might win, dog.
Oh, they winning. They winning. Patrick Mahomes even put out a tweet after they said Belichick wasn't going into the Hall of Fame, and he couldn't believe it. I mean, Belichick is going to go down as one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah,
the man won 9 Super Bowls. I mean, that's fucking crazy, bro.
It's crazy. Like, how the hell y'all do that? Like, huh?
They gonna keep Brady out of the Hall of Fame too?
Yeah.
Like, they keep Tom Brady.
Nah, man, okay.
They keep Tom Brady out of the Hall of Fame.
They gonna cancel that motherfucker.
They
gonna cancel that motherfucker, boy. They
gonna lose me as a fucking fan because that man won 10 Super Bowls.
Not just you. They'll lose a lot of people, man. People gonna boycott they goddamn game, man.
They need to chill out with all that shit, man. So we have talked about the Patriots and we have talked about the Seahawks. But what we haven't talked about is what this show is all about, and that is the preview of the biggest game of the year, Sunday. I don't know the time, so don't quote me. I believe it's 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure. Miami can probably tell you. Because I haven't
We'll see,
looked.
'cause I don't even know. That's a good question too. I ain't
But
looked.
the New England Patriots are going up against the Seattle Seahawks. So how we're going to do this is we're going to start off, and obviously I always let the co-host, Miami, my partner in crime, we've been riding this shit all year long, and I can't wait to do another season next year, man. We ain't going to be giving out free money on our shows.
Man, hopefully we'll have the Discord up by then,
Oh,
man.
it's got all
That's
the
what I'm gonna say.
The
Look,
Discord,
man,
look, the Discord's gonna be
man,
up. The Discord's gonna be up before baseball season. You can trust that.
man.
The Discord,
CJ, tell the NBA better. He was like, that bad boy hit me. I said, yeah, it came from me. I said, I am no longer using nobody else's. I kept telling CJ, I hit more on the NBA than anything. Now, CJ good in the hockey and baseball. We both good in football. But NBA, yeah, most
that's all
likely you gonna
you.
hit. Especially got I got proof. Some of my doubles on hit. I only had 2, 3. Like one day when we started back posting, we hit every day. It was just we hit on something. Now
Yep.
on day that was the last day I post, I didn't get my 15 for 15 because that what's the name? Want to sell was one. Got the parlay wanted and the old boy wanted
Fucking
to sell on the that done 15. I was like, oh my God. And
fucking
CJ said, he
Claxton.
said, man, you would have hit that. And
I played
yeah,
it.
if he
I
wasn't so,
played it.
I'm like, bro, and he normally hit that.
Yep.
He hit that. Everybody hit
Man,
with him.
that
I'm like,
motherfucker.
come on,
That
man.
motherfucker gambling, bro. That motherfucking Claxton, Nick Claxton, man. Don't bet that
2
motherfucker.
points.
Man,
2 points, CJ. Who gets 2 points?
man, that dude, man.
How you do that, bro?
That
I'm
man
like,
was
come on, man.
that man was doing cardio, bro. He was sightseeing over there on the sideline. That motherfucker wasn't playing, bro. That man.
I'm like, man.
Well, we got to get that guy on the show next year, man. We got to try to make that shit happen, bro. We got to get that crazy motherfucker that we be talking about on X. We got to get that motherfucker on the show.
Man, I be feeling like him. Me and he'll be having the same bad list. And I be like, man, I be feeling his pain, CJ. Especially when he be saying what he be like, I'm like, damn, I played that too. I'm
That
like,
motherfucker
man, you
funny,
know what?
man. He is funny. He is a funny ass dude, bro, for real. But what we're gonna do is obviously we got about 29 minutes or so we got plenty of time before NXT starts. Well, I'm gonna start with Miami, and Miami is going to give you his Super Bowl winner, the score, his prediction score of the game, and the Super Bowl MVP, and we'll do it that way. And like you could go into discussion about it if you want to, obviously. And then if there's anything else we can talk about after that, we will. But I mean, we got to get our predictions in, obviously. So, your pick. Go ahead and pick the winner, the score, and then who you think is the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Even though we've been saying the Patriots, I think this is still a hard one, CJ. I'm gonna go Patriots because of how they went on those lines. I'm still gonna go Patriots. I would go 30 to 26, maybe 27, maybe Seattle will have. Like I say, I think if the MVP has to go to Drake Maverick, because they'll probably still give it to Stafford, the regular MVP.
I don't think so.
Well, I hope not either, because after what happened that playoffs, I don't think so either. But I think that'll be the game. Like I say, the Patriots this year's got to play a clean game. And if they do, I think the Patriots will take this home. But I got some feeling that Seattle still want to make up for what happened with. I know I sent you a post that somebody said if this happened, where they do the 1 yard line and the Seattle has to make up for the run play they should have did instead of doing a throw play, which will be, you know what, NFL, if y'all do that, then I might want to stop watching this shit then, because this shit really scripted. It come down to that, I'm gonna say, you know what, this shit scripted as hell. Come on,
it's scripted. It's scripted.
But let's hope that it's go way higher than that, because it was like 20 to something. So, but I got the Patriots winning, man. Drake Maverick is my MVP. Like I said, 30 to 26, 27, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Normally we have different picks. I mean, I think there was a couple of weeks in the playoffs that we had the same exact picks, maybe one game different or something like that. But this is the big game. I have a Patriots tattoo on me, so I would be a fucking fool to root against somebody. I got their fucking tattoo. I'm gonna live the rest of my life with a New England Patriots tattoo on me. I'm not getting it covered up. So for me, man, I look at a lot of different things. I look at how the story played out throughout the year, how the Patriots have absolutely sucked since Brady left. Belichick could never get it done. They bring in Mike Vrabel. They go 9-0 on the road this year. They're just mentally tough. That coach makes them mentally fucking tough. They never give up. So, and Las Vegas, people are always like, oh, you're always talking about us rigged, scripted, motherfucker. Go do the research. Go watch YouTube. There's NFL players that'll tell you. There was a man from the Titans that was interviewed 2 weeks ago that said the man was handed a script week 1. The man was handed a script week 1. And he was like, what the fuck is this? So I'm going to also go with the New England Patriots. I think that there's just too much money on Seattle. I think that they want somebody else to win a championship in New England besides Tom Brady, because everybody's tired of talking about Tom Brady, which I'm never going to stop talking about him. He's the GOAT. Drake May's got a fucking long way to go before he can be Brady. But I'm going to pick New England. I'm going to say that the New England Patriots win Super Bowl 60. I don't think I'm not going to go with the score being as high as Miami. Now, if you go on FanDuel, you can pick, they have a bet where you can pick the score. You can pick a Super Bowl square. So, like, if those two numbers hit at the end of the quarter, you get paid. FanDuel, them motherfuckers are trying to take everybody's fucking money for the Super Bowl. Y'all motherfuckers dirty.
We've been doing that on DK, so yeah, the correct score they've been doing.
Yeah, but they're doing Super Bowl squares. Like, I mean, where you can.
They got that from damn DraftKings, because we got the little square thing too. You know what? Y'all need to stop it, FanDuel.
FanDuel, you motherfuckers.
They trying to do anything. You know why they doing that? To get everybody who went to DraftKings like me come back. But nope, I'm good. Until y'all let me cash out, like I want to cash out no matter where I'm at, because me and CJ had that problem, because we both, I travel a little more than CJ, and if I'm crossing the line, I'm still in the best state, I can't cash out because the old one is in another state. With DraftKings, I never got to worry about that.
Yeah.
No matter where I place the bet, I can cash out. If it's close again, cash out. And I cash out on. That's why I love DraftKings.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be making the move over to DraftKings eventually. I know baseball season's coming up, but I do like a lot of their features, especially with hockey. They got the king of the ice and shit like that. But my final score prediction is probably going to shock a lot of people. I don't think this game is going to be as high scoring as people think. Because I do think both of them have a really good defense, and I think the Patriots are going to put a lot of pressure on Darnold. I do think there's going to be points scored because nobody wants to watch a boring ass Super Bowl. But I'm going to go New England 24 and Seattle 21. But I think this is how it's going to play out. I think Seattle's going to be up 21-17. The Patriots are going to get the ball back with about a minute left, maybe a minute 20. And this, this shit is going to play out just like that motherfucking GOAT touchdown Tom would do. Drake May is going to take the Patriots all the way down the field with a minute left with one timeout. I'm really stretching this shit out. With one timeout, and he is going to throw a game-winning touchdown pass, which will be his second, to Stephon Diggs with 14 seconds left. And the Patriots, with the Patriots win that's a Diggs, 14. That's his favorite number. And that's Cardi B's favorite number too. 24-21 Patriots. Drake May takes them all the way down the field, the game-winning drive, and they win the game with 14 seconds left on the clock to Stephon Diggs for that second TD. And your Super Bowl MVP. And if they don't give it to him, the shit's fucking rigged and he's fucking robbed. The NFL MVP of 2025-2026, 100% in my eyes, is Drake May. I think he wins Super Bowl MVP, and I also think he is going to win the NFL MVP for 2025-26. So that's how I see it playing out. I think the Patriots are going to do that same kind of shit that Brady did against the Falcons. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I think Drake May comes from behind at the end, just like Tom Brady would do. Tom Brady's going to be calling the game. I'm telling you, man, it's like a movie, bro. It's like cutting that shit on Lifetime. It's like putting a Hallmark movie on. That motherfucker going to take them down.
Hey. If that shit play out like that, you know I'm texting you, right? You know I'm texting your ass.
We clipping it.
I'm texting your ass and saying, CJ, you know what? You ain't shit. That's all you gonna see. You gonna say a big ass tag from Miami gonna say, CJ, you ain't shit. You already go. You ain't gotta open it up because you already know what I'm talking about. Soon I see that shit. Soon you see it, you gonna be like, yep, I already know what Miami talking about because I predicted this shit. I was almost saying, I'm like, you know what, boy. I can see that shit happening.
I can see
that shit happening. Yeah, I really say I thought you were gonna say it was a minute behind. They get a little closer than that, and they come down to a little 14 seconds. Then he'd get the touchdown. You know, it's just clutch. You know, because you remember Brady used to be like that clutch too, and they probably want Drake May to be like that too. You know, like you said, they've been doing a lot of compares, and he just come down to that one last clutch play, which would be Stephon Diggs. Got 14 seconds. Boom, put it in there. That clock run down, and that's it. And you could do that shit, and you be like, and they probably go to goddamn down. You'll probably hear him say it, that play, and say who this remind you of, and probably Brady will be like, yeah, this remind me of me. They're gonna probably be saying there's gonna be a lot of comparisons there. Watch.
Tom Brady's gonna be on commentary. Rob Gronkowski's gonna be there. Former New England Patriot.
Lord. Well, definitely, y'all definitely about to put y'all money on the tight end then. Shit.
Yeah, tight end Sunday, like I said.
Every time he call a game, a tight end got there and get a TD. Y'all ain't noticed that yet?
Tight end parlays Sunday. I've been telling them, y'all don't want the money, don't get it. Don't get the money.
Every time that joker call a game, he get it. I'm like, why the heck? I figured it out at the middle of the season. I was like, nope, I'm finna start betting that shit.
You motherfuckers don't want the money. You motherfuckers don't want the free money. Guess what? When I get the Discord built, ain't gonna be no more free play. You're gonna have to come in there and pay that $5 And you gonna get me in
Nah,
Miami's
look,
place?
if y'all ain't following us on this damn band page, I've been giving them out because CJ can tell you. They ain't gonna go in there because one D CJ say, hey, I don't
Nope.
set up for it. Put it in the Discord, Miami. Y'all be like, hey, what the best said?
Yep.
Gotta
No
join
more
the
X.
Discord.
We're not putting that shit on X.
Hey,
We
I
are
don't
not.
get y'all. And CJ can tell y'all, I don't get y'all 3 back-to-back days on NBA and with good odds. And it either the double-doubles on hit, the 30s on hit, or either 15 for 15s on hit.
Now you
One
seen
of them on
Miami.
hit. One time, all of them hit. I had more. I told CJ I don't hit more on one bet the whole day than most mother hovers don't have in their Discord.
Well, that's another thing. These cappers on X, they put out 20 or 30 bets a day. Like, you got to have a lot of money to tell every one of their fucking bets. Maybe one of them hits and you make a lot of money, but if you don't pick the right one, then you're fucked. You lost all your money. But the way me and Miami are going to do it is we're going to make our own plays because you seen what happened when I posted my hockey win the other night. Dylan Locks, which is one of the big, like, I don't know if you know this, but he is one of the biggest cappers in the whole fucking X community. He literally followed our Miami EVP account, and then Sportcoin GC, he said he tagged us, and he come into the page and commented under that hockey play, and I can bet your ass when that Discord's made, that motherfucker will bring all those Sportcoin people in there off of that $2,500 win off of hockey. I'm telling you, we're gonna eat their ass up. We're gonna eat their ass up.
Man, you gonna hit. The way I've been setting it up, y'all gonna hit off of them NBAs, them baseball, especially baseball. I know CJ. I don't see it for my own eye. Baseball, hockey, and boy, when that NFL, we were hitting in the NFL. Me and you.
At
We
the
just
beginning of
started
the year,
stopping
yeah.
because we started telling other people bets, and I was like, CJ,
Yep.
we finna go back to doing our own shit.
Yep.
That what we fucked up. That what me and you fucked up at.
Stop
But
telling.
hey, next year we ain't telling y'all bets, man.
Nope.
We gonna go back to doing our own shit. Cause me and CJ, we were tearing their ass up on goddamn NFL. I don't care what nobody say.
The first 3 weeks of NFL season, I hit for 1,600 one week, 1,200 one week, 1,100 the next week, and then I went fucking ice cold for like 10 weeks because I started telling all these cappers off of X and these Discord, fuck that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm making my plays, the hockey plays, the baseball plays. Obviously, Miami's the expert on NBA. That shit is going in Discord, and if you guys want the plays, I mean, we'll give y'all a free.
Go follow the bet page, and y'all will see those last couple NBA ones. They hit. I put the bet slip on there. You won't find them other bets and nobody shit because I made them myself. If they saying they did, they capping. Y'all didn't see it. I'm telling you, that 115 for 15 that CJ played that he tell when I first posted, he tell it. I bet he didn't see that shit nowhere. It was only on our page. And it was a big one too. I think it was like what, 820 something plus goddamn one.
Yeah.
And CJ said, hey, Miami, appreciate you, bro. I said, I know it's gonna hit. I told CJ when I said, hey, I'm no longer telling nobody else shit. I said, CJ, this is my shit. And CJ said, I'm telling these that they're too bad.
Yeah, I am.
And CJ said, hey, Miami, that shit finna hit. I said, I know. I ain't no longer doing that shit no more, CJ.
Like I said,
hey, I'm doing my own shit.
I texted Miami. I was like, "Hey, man, I appreciate it. Obviously, you know, Miami told a couple of my Houston, Texas, anytime. So like, we're sharing the wealth. But what we are gonna do for everybody, because obviously we do want to build up the Twitter page, and once the Discord gets going and all that, we probably will give everybody like maybe like a 15 to 20-day free trial subscription. Obviously, we're not just gonna walk in with charging, everybody. And when they start hitting, when people start hitting off our plays, then after that trial runs out, we're not gonna. These motherfuckers are charging $100, bro. We're not
No,
doing that.
that's too much, man. Even 50, man. I mean, if it get big, okay,
Yeah,
if we hitting I mean, eventually we'll probably start hitting
of
pretty
course.
good. Cause like I say, yeah, a lot of people do have a lot of bets, but if you let me have I'll tell you, if I have about 20 different bets, you gonna hit about at least maybe 15 or 10. You ain't gonna
Hmm.
miss all 20 or just hit two and miss the whole other ones. That's unlike, especially NBA.
Yep.
They don't get unless somebody sold the whole game, and that's very fucking rare for me.
Yeah.
That's very
So
rare
that's
for me.
that.
You gonna hit.
That's That's kind of how we're gonna do it. Once I get the Discord made, we'll open it up. We'll advertise it. We'll give you guys me and Miami will talk off air. Obviously, I'm not, we're not going to discuss everything over here, but we'll open it up. Give you guys maybe a 10-15 day free trial. Let you guys tell the plays. Once you start making you some money. Once that trial runs off, we'll start off small because, we're new, but expect by this time next year, it could be up to $25-$30 or so to get in there. And you're not going to see our plays on this show, on the NFL show, when we may talk shit about FanDuel or DraftKings or all that, but I'm not giving out no more free plays on these shows. So I gave you guys a free play for the Super Bowl on this show. Go back and watch the stream before the Super Bowl if you want to hear them. Miami also as well gave some plays. So
Y'all about to go over there and fall to the better page before that damn. I've been dropping them every day. CJ, hey, look at hey.
I'm gonna be dropping them. I'm gonna be dropping them tomorrow.
After that, once CJ say, hey, the Discord up, y'all gonna go. I know they're gonna be mad when they find out that damn band payment. They're gonna go back and look at all the wins. I'm like, man, I missed it. They got good odds. I'm like, hey, we try to get it to y'all.
And we're gonna set it up where we're gonna make it. This is a business deal. I work for Miami and them. Obviously, I'm gonna build the Discord page. The subscription prices. Obviously, me and Miami will figure it out some way on that. If majority of the wins are coming from him, people are going to want to tip. I see it with all the big cappers. They're getting tipped $100 on a fucking $2,000 win.
Explain that shit.
Everything's going to be. We're splitting
I be tagging you on the damn NBA best. Shit, they ain't got no. Hey, we both making the best together. God damn it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to get Miami to tell.
Came up with the damn Ben damn page.
I've been trying to get Miami to tell my NHL plays. I know he's not a big fan of hockey, but he's been seeing it. I posted that shit. I posted that shit.
All the reason, and then when because I was telling not yours was other people's, and I used to miss. I was like, man, see, I'm leaving it because I don't know nothing about hockey. It's sort of like how you don't know about basketball, but I'm like, man, look, hey, when I get up in that Discord, we start getting some moolah. I'm gonna be telling a lot of these shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, let me tell you that real quick.
Hey, when baseball season comes, you bet motherfucker better start telling because man, you already seen last.
Oh yeah, I don't tell off of some of your baseball and hit. You know that because me, I have hit off of some of your baseball. Cause I did, I have to tell a lot of your baseballs, a lot of them.
Cause that's when me and you.
Hey, them Dodgers ain't gonna be. Hey, them Dodgers ain't gonna be no hoe this year, man.
Oh man,
y'all better tell. Look, y'all better put a lot of money on them damn Dodgers this year, cause them Dodgers ain't gonna be no hoe, boy. Them boy got an all-star squad.
Dodgers and the Mets are gonna hit a fucking shit ton of home runs this year. A lot of home runs. So. We'll get in that.
Look, you better got there.
Yeah.
You better got there bit like a buffer when it cut a home runs and damn boy. Shit, you just SOL.
But yeah, obviously shout out to everybody from DWE, DWE Reg, Greg, the unseen shopping queen, had the birthday girl, Final Boss Baby, and the CEO himself, Miami the Great, After the Slam podcast as well. And everybody from Giving Table Media. I know Wrestling Divas podcast went live at the same time as us at 6 p.m. today. Make sure you give them a follow and subscription. It's Lady Alpha and Autumn. Kicking Out at 2 with Michael and Tori. And then the Run In Wrestling podcast, obviously, with I think his name is Michael as well. And then obviously Princess Skywalker from TikTok. She's very frequently on TikTok. But we're winding down, guys, on the Super Bowl preview. Obviously, we'll be back next week to recap the show. Any last thoughts, Miami, before I go to the outro? And hopefully it doesn't take it 6 times for the outro to play.
I ain't got no thoughts, man. We'll close it out, man, and finish it off strong next week and get ready for next season, man.
All right. Well, we appreciate the 381 people, and I'll be right back where me and Miami will tell you guys where you can find us on our socials and what we got coming up next for you guys. Hopefully this shit works. Fucking StreamYard, don't play with me.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go, Show Recaps Predictions Sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go.
All right. It fucking worked finally. All right, guys. Like I said, shout out to 383 people that's watching either on the EVP Show channel, Miami's X, or my X. But I definitely appreciate the support. But you guys don't forget about me tonight, y'all. The fucking NXT is usually a ghost town in here. I usually feel like I'm in here talking to a funeral home whenever fucking NXT recap come on. But it's all good. Y'all killed it last night for Raw. We had over 400 people.
Yeah,
Sunday Scoops was fucking amazing. I went back and looked. I think it was about 480 people in for Sunday Scoops. I got a really big show planned this Sunday. A lot of WrestleMania matches that I have found out that I'm gonna go ahead and put out on the airwaves Sunday. I've already gotten one right with the Roman CM Punk. And I'm going to give you guys about 3 or 4 matches that are planned as of today. But yeah, so big shout out to Miami. It's been a great season. Obviously, we got one more week next week. Finish out strong with the Super Bowl recap, the big game Sunday. But go ahead and tell all these beautiful, lovely people where they can find you on your socials and what you got coming up next.
Y'all go check me out. I'm on X. That's Miami the Great 305, where you can most likely see our DWE schedule. That's either going to be EVP shows on there. It will be After Slam shows or our DWE radio show. Or you can go follow our business page. That's Talk It Up Podcast on X, where you get all your wrestling content. Most of your time you see the sports content on my page on X, or some of everybody else who's on our team content. Like you said, shouts out to Gaming Table Media, and just follow us on YouTube. That's Talk It Up Wrestling on YouTube. You can go see all of our shorts on there. Thanks for everyone subscribing to us. Thanks for everyone watching the shorts. If you do want to re-listen to any DWE radio stuff, the Spotify as always will be pinned or is in my bio now. I did put it in my bio. You can find it in my bio. The YouTube and the Spotify, they're both in the bio. One will be a link, one will be at the bottom of the YouTube. Y'all can go find us on there. Go listen to it. We got like 5 or 6 episodes now. We drop every episode every week. So check us out. It will be a real big show because we're going to be talking about Raw. We're going to be talking about Royal Rumble, and I'm pretty sure, hopefully, if SmackDown is a good show, we'll definitely be talking about SmackDown. Like I say, join CJ. He does recaps, but we kind of give our fantasy booking. That's what DWE Radio is. We kind of give our thoughts about what we think is going to happen. Even if CJ does do the spoilers, we still go wild. So still come to DWE Radio and join CJ for scoops. Sometimes we take some of his scoops and still do some fantasy booking with that just to see if they're going to go that way. So DWE Radio is really fun. Thank you guys for joining us over there. And other than that, man, that's all we got. Like I say, if anybody wants to know the schedule, they'll see it on either your page, my page, At the Slam page, or the Talk It Up page. And like I say, they can find most of our stuff in both bios, the Talk It Up page and my bio. If they can't find it on the timeline, it's definitely in the bios, the Spotify and the Talk It Up on YouTube. Only thing we don't got is the Twitch in there because we don't have no room for Twitch. But hey, you can easily find us on Twitch. That's DWE_watch_along. We did miss the watch party, but we will make it up for Chamber. I think that's the next PLE. And it seems like Chamber's going to be pretty big. So we're definitely going to make that. I'm going to try to definitely make a schedule for that and try to not miss that. I got a little caught up on work at the last minute, but it is what it is. But other than that, thanks CJ. One more week and people can join me on Twitch for the all season that will start in April, guys. The week before the draft season, you will see it on my page. I will repost it. I forget what week it is, but it's the week after draft. And then we will start that. It will start that week before Thursday. We will start that Thursday. I will go live that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I will be covering the draft. You will see it on Twitch, and I will be talking about it during the draft as the draft goes along, giving y'all my opinion, my thoughts about it. So we will definitely be covering the draft on there. It'll be pretty fun because that will set up for our next year, season 2. I told CJ we're going to come with some crazy thumbs. It will not be the same as it was this year because guess what? It will be CJ's season 2 premiere of his NFL. So y'all guys get ready for that. We got some crazy things going on for NFL, especially when we're going to have the Discord coming in this season. So, hey, y'all better join us over there, man. So
100%.
CJ.
Yeah, shout out to you, Miami, as well. As far as me goes, you guys please follow me on all my socials. You can see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen. My links are all in my bio on X at EVPCJP, Instagram at EVPCJP as well. I'm pretty active on TikTok, but it's just promotion with DWE stuff and my upcoming stream. It's at Brady the Goat 21. Last but not least, most importantly, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to me, I am only 19 subscribers away from 200. That was my goal before WrestleMania. I've gained about 25 to 30 subscribers over the last 2 or 3 months. My shorts have been doing really well, so thank you guys for that. And we're just about at the 400 mark on the show today, which we hit last night as well. But please go to the search bar if you can't find me. It's at the EBP show. And if you guys go back and watch the stream tonight, just please spam the likes on the stream. That helps my channel. We're at 400. Thank you guys. It helps my channel get in the algorithm, and we get like all these special eyes and ears on me, Miami, and everybody that's affiliated with DWE. So what I have coming up next, I call it the Graveyard Show. It's the back end of the doubleheader at 10:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. I'll be back to cover the NXT recap, which should be a really good show tonight. There's a couple of title matches. Ava's obviously gone, so we'll see who our replacement is. But I'll be back at 10:30 p.m. Eastern tonight to cover the NXT recap, and then I'm back Friday as the road to the Elimination Chamber kicks off at 11:30 p.m. Eastern for your SmackDown recap. And then Sunday will be episode 6. I keep forgetting to send the episode titles to Miami, but It's episode 6, Sunday Scoops with the EVP. You guys, I know I say this every week, but you guys do not want to miss this show. I have got a lot of WrestleMania news, matches that are confirmed as of today. Now, can they change? Yes. If they're wrong, then I'll say I'm wrong. But obviously, these are matches that I have been told numerous times are confirmed for WrestleMania. So you do not want to miss Sunday Scoops with the EVP Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, I know that Super Bowl Sunday, so it's going to be a big conflict. It's only going to be an hour, so I'm going to try to get in here and get out as quick as possible. And then next week, obviously, same schedule. Monday, 11 p.m. Raw. Tuesday, we're back for doubleheader Tuesday for the last time until next season. At 6 p.m. Eastern, me and Miami will be back with the Super Bowl recap show. And then I'm back for NXT recap at 10:30. And then Friday is SmackDown. And then obviously Sunday Scoops episode 7. Now, the week after NFL season ends, I will be starting a TNA recap show on Thursday. So you guys be on the lookout for that on the DWE poster, as Miami will be putting that in there. And we will be promoting that as well. I'll be starting up a TNA recap show on the EVP Show channel. So that's it. That's all for me. I will see you guys at the Graveyard Show later tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the NXT recap. I am the EVP from the EVP Show, along with the CEO and the head of the table of DWE. And I'm also the one and only true golden boy of DWE. And we are the ones. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys at the Graveyard at 10:30 tonight.
Graveyard. That was stupid.